Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard this afternoon. A happy Monday to you and maybe a happy Tuesday morning as we get things fired up for another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel. And I'm looking forward to this one because, oh my goodness, this one actually has some real updates to it. Kris Knoblauch was over on Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer, his first update in a long while over there. And of course had some good stuff for us. Plus, we now know who will represent the Edmonton Oilers in Penticton. All that coming up here in a few matter of moments. Skip ahead as you wish, but right now what I'm going to tell you to do is hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Buckle up, we've got a good hockey season upcoming. I know the boys are focused on a better start, but the playoffs are going to be one dang good time. Let's get aboard for the ride while we can. So what do we have first off for us right now, friends? Well, what we know for the Edmonton Oilers, what we know for the defense is that one more piece would be nice just to play around with in camp, right? At least one or two more players on the back end are going to be required to get through the split squad game against Calgary. So what we're thinking there is the fact that there will be a PTO or two for this Edmonton Oilers squad. Well, Kris Knoblauch, how about him today? Confirming on Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer. Bob Stauffer's pretty much biggest question, I know there was one bigger that we'll get to, but his biggest question was talking about, what are you doing on the back end there when it comes to camp? And Kris Knoblauch hinted and then outright said, coming soon, you will see a PTO signing for the Edmonton Oilers. So that we have to look forward to this week. I think we all guessed that that would be happening this week nonetheless. So, hey, you know what? We'll take it. We'll do it with what we can, and we'll enjoy the week as it comes to us. So what we know now as well, thanks to Kris Knoblauch. And the first question from one Bob Stauffer today was discussing the coaching staff. I know it's been a target of some discussion throughout the summer. Is Paul Coffey coming back? Is he not? What are we doing with the defense and all that? Well, guess what? Kris Knoblauch, again, confirming today that the men who were on the bench for the Edmonton Oilers in the 2024 Stanley Cup Finals against the Florida Panthers, well, they will indeed be back for 2024-2025 with no changes to the coaching staff during the offseason. They are back, ready to ride it back to the final and hopefully hoist the cup in 25. So I like that. That's good news. Hey, I can't complain about that. I quite like the coaching staff. Obviously, Glenn Gulutzan does a great job with the power play. You've got, obviously, too, Mr. Paul Coffey in there. You got Kris Knoblauch. You got everybody else along for the ride, right? Stewart over there doing a good job kind of with the PK and everything coming together. Beautiful, beautiful. And actually the heat coming off of Dustin Schwartz at the end of last year as the Oilers rode high throughout the regular season and really got some good goaltending down the stretch. So, again, no changes. Hey, we had some good results. Yeah, some people would like to see changes, but for right now, we'll hold tight and see what happens to start the year. So that's the updates. Those are the big news. If that's all you're here for, that's fine and dandy. Have a great rest of your day. But for those of you that are interested in what's going to be happening in Penticton over a course of 4 days on a weekend upcoming this week, well, here, let's discuss it. This, of course, graphic credited from the Oilers official social media pages. This said, this is the rookie camp roster for the Oilers going into Penticton. What you need to know is there's a lot of camp invites on the back end. There's only 2 or 3 on the front end, but you kind of see some names here that are familiar at this point to Oilers fans. Carl Berglund, you got Braden Boehm, you got Connor Clattenburg, you've got Ethan DeJong. You see a name that you had to double take at, that Vincent Desjardins, not Desharnais, Desjardins. Yeah, that's Vinny D is back in Edmonton. Just like that, we got rid of one. We'll get another one in here. A camp invite for the Edmonton Oilers, but excited to see another Vinny D take hold in the Oilers organization potentially. A camp invite for the rookie tournament, and of course a forward, not a big hulking huge defenseman. So Jaden Grube back in here as well. You got Jesse Heslop in there, who I believe is a camp invite. You got William Nichols, Sam O'Reilly, Matvey Petrov, Matt Savoy, James Steffen, Brady Stonehouse, and Dylan Wakely. Wakely, who are all Oilers property already. This is going to be, for the Oilers organization at least, a very stacked up lineup comparatively to what we might have thought this could potentially be, right? The addition of the prospects during the draft this year, one specifically in Sam O'Reilly, definitely changed the complexion. You add in star power, top 10 draft pedigree in Matt Savoy. That is going to change the narrative around the Oilers farm system as the year goes on. I've been in contact with those contacts I have in Bakersfield, and let me tell you, very exciting to hear that everyone's looking forward to what could be a very good season from not just the more veteran guys they have, but also the guys that are coming up through the organization, like a Matt Savoy, a Matvei Petrov, who I've heard could have a Lavoie-esque season this year with the confidence gained towards the tail end of last year. And as well, what we'll also look for the Edmonton Oilers here this season is development in those mid-range guys like Petrov and, of course, James Steffen and Brady Stonehouse, who the ceiling is high, but maybe the overall excitement level isn't quite matching that yet. Now we'll move on to the defense. Bo Akey, Nate Corbett. Oh, Bo Akey, I skipped over that so fast. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Bo Akey is healthy and ready to play some hockey again for the Edmonton Oilers. It was a short-lived OHL season for him last year, got injured, missed the rest of the season. I'm looking forward to seeing him back on the ice, obviously 1 year stronger, a good recovery in, and ready to rock and roll. And pretty much everybody on this defense in the middle between Akey and Warner are camp invites, just for your information. Nate Corbett, Hyde Davidson, who, take a look, this kid could be something for the Edmonton Oilers. Marc Lajoie, as well Frankie Morelli, Reese Peterson. So I will tell you, Hyde Davidson, Reese Peterson, Bo Akey, and Max Warner are the names as an Edmonton Oilers fan you really want to key in on here on the defense for the Oilers in this tournament. Just bear with me. You'll see why when you kind of check over the stats over the course of the next week here as we progress towards the games, and as well just as you see them in the games. You've got Pierre-Olivier Roy, and then, man, I butchered that hard. Dude, if you're listening, my bad, man. That is terrible on my part, but we'll get through it. We'll get to the games and I'll do a better job. And Max Warner as well in there, obviously looking for a big camp. The goaltenders, no surprise there, Brett Brochu, Nathaniel Day, and Connor Unger. So that's what you have. That's the camp roster. That's what we're going to take to Penticton, and that kicks off Friday, and then we go Saturday and Monday, and look forward to hopefully having a good camp down there, and obviously having a good start to the year. Anytime rookie camp gets hyped up, and it will be because of Matt Savoy, and somebody has an electric performance, it just generates that buzz right out of the gate. You go into training camp riding a high, and secondarily as well, you have a lot to play for as anybody that comes out of rookie camp with a good rookie camp in, because your name gets added to that training camp list a little longer than maybe it might have initially if you just had them so rookie camp. So looking forward to the Young Stars Classic in Penticton as per every year. I think it's our first taste of hockey officially with the Oilers, and then obviously you get the Billy Moore's Cup and all that, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all transpires for the Edmonton Oilers over the next few days and into the weekend. So thanks for being aboard. I'm glad to have some updates again today, and we will look forward to more news, rather it be later tonight, tomorrow morning, or into tomorrow afternoon as we have the regularly scheduled update here on Dolynny TV. Like I said off the top, if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And hey, you know what? If you just keep on casually viewing and haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I appreciate you all the same. It's great to have you aboard, and we will check in, like I said, sometime here soon. But for right now, I am up on out of here.